Welcome to This Explainer. Right now, we're stepping into the fast-paced, high-stakes world of the rooms division, diving straight into the rigorous curriculum from the Europe Hotel School in London. Because, let's face it, success in a luxury hotel environment requires so much more than just a friendly smile. It demands absolute operational mastery and incredibly precise communication. Hello and welcome. I am a hotel AI expert with extensive experience in modern hospitality operations and performance support. I am pleased to welcome all students of Europe Hotel School to your online learning journey. We look forward to supporting your professional growth in the hospitality industry. That is the exact standard of professionalism we're adopting today. So as we go through this material together, I want you to really imagine yourself stepping into the role of a senior hotel leader, ready to master the operational standards that define world-class hospitality. Let's quickly go over our roadmap. We're going to follow the complete guest journey lifecycle here. We'll start by mastering foundational terminology. Then we'll break down the anatomy of a reservation form, dive into the confirmation contract, figure out how to handle modifications and cancellations, and finally, we'll lock in our documentation and audit standards. Section 1. Mastering terminology, the language of reservations. Look, in a fast-paced environment, this technical language isn't just jargon. It acts as an instant shorthand for some pretty high-level financial and logistical concepts. First up, we've got overbooking. Now, this isn't a mistake. It's actually a highly strategic management practice. Hotels accept more reservations than they have physical rooms, and they do this based on historical cancellation data. Basically, it anticipates that some guests just won't show up. But if a supervisor announces an overbooking situation, the staff instantly knows they have to prep for a walk. That's the process of relocating a guest to a partner hotel. And get this, walking a VIP guest can sometimes cost a hotel triple the original room rate and compensation. So yeah, the stakes are absolutely massive. Next is the availability chart. You can think of this as the absolute heartbeat of the front desk and reservations department. It's a dynamic, real-time grid living right inside the property management system, or PMS. It shows the team exactly which room types are vacant, occupied, or out of order at any given moment. Then we have the dreaded no-show. This is exactly what it sounds like. A guest with a guaranteed reservation who just fails to arrive, and they don't give the hotel any heads up. This one is super critical for revenue tracking, mainly because a no-show usually results in a penalty charge being applied to whatever payment method the guest guaranteed the room with. All right, what about a cutoff date? Think of this as the absolute deadline for a decision when you're dealing with group bookings. Let's say a wedding party reserves a block of 30 rooms. The cutoff date is the precise point in time when any of those rooms that haven't been confirmed by an individual guest are officially released back to the general public for sale. We've also got the rack rate. This is just the standard, non-discounted price of a room. But it's really important because it serves as the baseline for calculating literally all other discounts. Whether it's a corporate rate, an early bird special, or an AAA discount, it all starts with the rack rate. And rounding out our terminology toolkit is allotment. An allotment is a specific block of rooms that a hotel holds for a third-party partner, like a travel agent or maybe an airline. It essentially lets those partners sell rooms on the hotel's behalf until a predetermined date. Moving on to Section 2, Form Anatomy, the source of truth. So how do we actually use all those words we just learned? Well, they populate the reservation form, which, whether it's physical or digital, is the ultimate source of truth for the property. A complete form has 4 critical parts. First, the guest profile, meaning the full name, contact details, and address. Second, stay details, your exact arrival and departure dates, guest count, and requested room category. Third is financial data, which includes the agreed rate, tax breakdown, and how they're guaranteeing payment. And finally, logistics, like their estimated time of arrival and any special requests. Capturing all of this accurately is literally the difference between a smooth check-in and a total operational disaster. And here is a perfect example of why the Europe Hotel School drills the repeat and confirm rule into its students. Imagine making a tiny keystroke error and booking someone for June 7th instead of July 7th. That one little slip creates a huge butterfly effect. It can directly lead to a guest showing up at a completely sold-out hotel with absolutely nowhere to sleep. Boom, you've got a disastrous walk on your hands. In this business, accuracy really is non-negotiable. Section 3, the confirmation contract. Formalizing the stay. Now, issuing a reservation confirmation is a major shift in the guest journey. It is so much more than just a receipt. It actually serves as a formal bilateral contract. For the guest, it gives them total peace of mind. But for the hotel, it's a legal document outlining the rules of the stay, things like cancellation policies and check-in times. Sending out a clear, branded confirmation builds trust and sets a premium tone long before that guest ever steps foot in the lobby. Right at the center of that confirmation is the booking reference number. This unique code is the key to the guest record. It ensures that anyone on the hotel staff can pull up the guest info instantly, which empowers the whole team to deliver really seamless, informed service. Next up, Section 4, Navigating Modifications and Cancellations. In hospitality, change is pretty much the only constant. Navigating these changes professionally is a massive operational skill. And there's a stark difference in the operational steps here. When a guest requests a modification, the agent has to immediately check that availability chart we talked about earlier just to see if the new dates can actually be accommodated at the original rate. On the flip side, cancellations have to be processed instantly, with strict adherence to the hotel's policy, like making sure they're actually calling 24 hours prior to avoid a penalty. And listen, the golden rule of cancellations is this: release the room instantly. If an agent forgets to update the system and release that canceled room, the system still thinks it's occupied. Do you know what happens then? The hotel might literally turn away paying walk-in guests later that night. You're losing critical revenue purely because of a digital oversight. Finally, Section 5, Documentation and Audit Standards. So, why do we document everything? Because a meticulous digital or paper trail is what keeps a hotel running securely and exceptionally well. It comes down to three main pillars. First up is service quality. If you note an anniversary in the remarks section during a call, the front desk can prep a special amenity and create a genuine wow moment when they arrive. Second is dispute resolution. If someone claims they were promised a lower rate, your clear logs let you use hard facts over guesswork. And third is financial audit. Hotels undergo strict audits for legal compliance, so detailed logs make sure every room sold perfectly matches the correct revenue stream. These micro-actions protect the hotel while simultaneously elevating the guest experience. As the source material so perfectly puts it, documentation is the professional's greatest protection. By keeping meticulous records of every single modification, cancellation, and transaction, you ensure total financial transparency, and you guarantee that the guest actually gets what they need. We've covered the high-level terminology, the precision of forms, the weight of contracts, and the absolute necessity of strict audits. As you step into this incredibly fast-paced, ultra-realistic environment, I want to leave you with one final thought to ponder. How will you ensure a guest's intent perfectly matches their reality on the hotel floor? Think about that. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and best of luck on your hospitality journey.